In this segment of 4 Minutes to Mature Manhood, I want to concentrate on a biography of a man by the name of Nehemiah. And I want to talk about his dream of divine desire and then challenge you as a man to have a dream of divine desire. So here's the setting. God's people are dispersed and the city of Jerusalem is in disarray. Nehemiah is a cupbearer for the king, and he's in captivity. He has a little bit of prestige with his job, but no political power. But here's what happens when he heard about the walls of Jerusalem, that they were knocked down in Nehemiah 1:4. As soon as I heard these words, I sat down and wept and mourned for days. And I continued fasting and praying before the God of heaven. You see, a dream of divine desires is that place where God's heart is breaking and God's people and people in general are hurting, and your gift mix comes together to bring the gospel's healing and help. Now, here's what happens. It begins with a scream, and I put these little things together better to memorize. So a dream of divine desire begins with a scream. It begins with Nehemiah's broken heart. He goes to prayer. Now, Nehemiah before just had a job. Now he has a calling. He has a passion of which to live for in the brokenness of his heart. What's your broken situation today? Is it the way children are being mutilated by our society with their transgender confusion of sexual identity? Is it that people are homeless and helpless or hungry? Where is that place where God's hurt and heartache combine your gift and giftedness with the world's deep need? So for Nehemiah, it was the wall. And he went and he wept. And then in his weeping, in his praying, the dream is conceived. He caught the dream and the dream caught him. You see, because a dream of divine desire has to have a chapter and verse. It has to have a biblical setting. And that's what he has. He knows that God's people were called to be one people in Jerusalem. And so therefore, it's conceived in his heart. He believes it because his authority is God's word. And then he has a plan to achieve it. So he comes together, and now he had the scream. Then he has the dream. He caught the dream and the dream caught him. That's the most exciting place to be, men, where God's hurt and heartache become your passion, your prayer, your desire. I think of John Knox, who would get up early in the morning and say, "Give me all of Scotland or I die." Do you have that? And then he had a theme to rebuild the wall. And he taught it to those in the upper levels of the echelon of society and to the dispersed Jews. We're going to come back with part 2 of Dreams of Divine Desire and challenge you to have one as well.